Hey everyone, good morning and happy Monday. So, in today's episode, I actually wanted to talk about soul contracts because it's a topic I've been thinking about a lot lately. And I'll also try to relate it with shadow work because I think that will help you understand the significance of soul contracts more. And even if you're somebody who does not believe in these things, Um, I'll try to explain in a way so that you can still find something that will help you grow personally and professionally or financially or emotionally. If you're someone who has already been listening to my shadow work series, you would know that I believe in shadow work. Shadow work, I think, plays a vital role in personal growth. And if you start using shadow work, you can uncover and integrate suppressed aspects of the psyche of your personality, and you can confront and embrace the shadow self. You can easily heal your past wounds, you can overcome limiting beliefs, and you can also cultivate greater self awareness, which can lead to deeper authenticity and wholeness. Similarly, if you can understand soul contracts, uh, it will provide you insights into your life's purpose, your relationships, and other challenges. The concept of soul contracts fosters acceptance, growth, and empowerment by recognizing pre birth agreements that guide experiences. And this understanding actually encourages compassion, forgiveness, and gratitude, and it leads to spiritual enlightenment and fulfillment as individuals honor their soul's intentions and co create their reality authentically. Now, let me talk about shadow work and soul contracts and how they intertwine. Um, See, soul contracts illuminate predetermined life lessons and relationships, often reflecting unresolved aspects of the psyche. Shadow work delves into these different, aspects, uncovering suppressed emotions, traumas, and beliefs. So when we integrate insights from both, from shadow work and from soul contracts, we can, it is like confronting your inner shadows mirrored in soul contracts. So it can lead to healing and growth. And I think this synergy enables individuals to release attachments to, past wounds, to recognize your limiting patterns and embrace wholeness. Ultimately, the intersection of soul contracts and shadow work offers a path towards self awareness, acceptance, and transformation in the journey of the soul. But what if you don't believe in this concept, right? Understanding soul contracts, even if you don't believe in it, helps in personal growth by prompting introspection and acceptance of life's challenges as opportunities. This mindset will foster resilience and emotional maturity. So, even if you don't believe in it, it is going to make you emotionally mature. It is going to foster resilience. Additionally, viewing relationships through this lens promotes empathy and improved communication. Recognizing the power of personal agency encourages proactive decision making, facilitating growth. Ultimately, regardless of belief, the concept of soul contracts guiding in offers this concept of soul contract offers valuable insights into life's complexity, and it will guide you towards greater self awareness and development. Now, why do you need to understand soul contracts? I think understanding soul contracts is paramount as they shape our life's path, they shape all the relationships we have in our life and all the lessons we learn. There are some pre birth agreements, and these agreements govern significant experiences and connections in our life, providing opportunities for growth and evolution. Recognizing these contracts allows us to navigate challenges with deeper insight. It also fosters acceptance and empowerment. By understanding the purpose behind our encounters, why we meet people, and then also understanding the challenges we face with them. This whole thing, it can help us cultivate compassion, forgiveness, and gratitude. Soul contracts actually serve as guiding maps. They illuminate your journey towards spiritual enlightenment and fulfillment. And they help in your personal journey also. So, if you're not interested in spiritual enlightenment, you can still use them to understand yourself. You can use them for your personal growth. And if you embrace this awareness, it will empower you to honor your soul's intentions and co create your reality with authenticity. So, what exactly is a soul contract? In spiritual and metaphysical circles, it is believed that before we are born, our souls enter into agreements or contracts with other souls. These agreements outline the lessons, experiences, and growth opportunities we'll encounter in our lifetimes. So, a soul contract is a spiritual agreement made at a soul level before birth, outlining significant experiences, relationships, and lessons to be encountered in one's lifetime. These agreements are believed to shape one's path, influencing circumstances and connections for personal growth and evolution. Soul contracts are often seen as guiding principles that help individuals understand the purpose behind their life experiences, their relationships. If you embrace this concept of soul contracts, it can provide you deeper insights into life's challenges, and it can help you navigate your journey with greater awareness and understanding. What if you don't believe in it? Even if you don't believe in soul contracts, see, it simply means you adhere to a different worldview or a different belief system. Many people approach life without subscribing to the concept of pre birth agreements or spiritual contracts. Instead, they may interpret life's events and relationships through different lenses, such as psychology, sociology, or personal experiences. Without belief in soul contracts, one might perceive life as a series of random occurrences influenced by various factors like genetics, upbringing, environment, personal choices. They may also find meaning and purpose in life through different avenues such as personal goals, relationships, contributions to society, or pursuit of happiness. Belief in soul contracts is a matter of personal spirituality and perspective. And the reason I used the word personal spirituality is because spirituality is also a vast concept, and everybody will have a different idea of it. And individuals are free to interpret and navigate their lives. They can navigate their lives according to their own beliefs and principles. But you can use the knowledge of soul contracts along with shadow work in shaping your health, your wealth, your relationships. Even without belief in soul contracts, understanding certain principles associated with them can still be beneficial in health, wealth, and relationships. Let me first talk about health. If you can recognize certain patterns and lessons in your life, whether predetermined or not, just recognizing those patterns can lead to self awareness and personal growth. Understanding how past experiences contribute to your current health can empower you to make positive changes and break unhealthy patterns, right? Let's talk about wealth. Reflecting on your beliefs about abundance and prosperity can influence your mindset and behavior towards wealth creation. Whether you attribute financial success to soul contracts or personal effort, understanding your relationship with money and abundance can help you set and achieve financial goals more effectively. Let's talk about relationships. Exploring the dynamics of your relationships, including past patterns and recurring themes, can lead to deeper insights and healthier connections. Whether you believe in predetermined soul contracts or not, understanding your role and responsibilities in relationships can improve communication, empathy, and mutual understanding. And ultimately, while the concept of soul contracts may not resonate with everyone, the underlying principles of self awareness, personal growth, and understanding the interconnectedness of experiences can still positively impact your health, your wealth, and your relationships. So, now let me also talk about when the soul contract completes or when it ends. why do they end, and what you can do about it, and how to know if the contract has ended, right? So let's first talk about why do soul contracts end and how to know when it has ended, right? So there are many reasons why a soul contract will end. I have come up with three reasons after researching. The first reason could be that the lesson you needed to learn there has been a lesson completion, right? So this is one belief that the soul contracts end when the lessons or the purposes outlined in the contract have been fulfilled. These lessons could be about personal growth, these lessons could be about self healing, or achieving certain milestones in your spiritual journey or in your journey, right? I call it spiritual journey because, as I also read somewhere, that we are all spirits, we are experiencing this humanness. Um, so, if you have achieved certain milestones that you had to achieve in this lifetime for certain with certain individuals, maybe you have achieved them, right? And the contract ends. So that's one reason. Second reason is that your path has been evolved, right? So this is another perspective that soul contracts end when individuals or circumstances involved in the contract have evolved in different directions, no longer serving each other's growth or purpose. So, this could actually lead to the natural conclusion of a relationship or life circumstance that it is no longer serving. Now it's time to end it. And then we also have free will and we also have choice. So, some believe that soul contracts are not set in stone and they can be renegotiated or terminated based on the exercise of free will and your intentions and your choices made by you and the person involved. And this perspective actually emphasizes the importance of personal agency and the ability to redirect one's life path. And it's so beautiful, actually. You can anytime use your free will and you can, change the direction of your life. Now, let's also talk about how to know if a contract has ended. First, recognition would always be your inner knowing. So, your intuition and your inner guidance will provide you clues or feelings that signal the completion of a soul contract. Sometimes, we have that nudge, we have that feeling, but we can't put a finger on it. That's what inner knowing is. Trusting your instincts and paying attention to subtle shifts in your feelings and circumstances can help you recognize when it's time to move on from certain situations, from certain relationships. Another reason, and not reason, another way of knowing is reflection and awareness. Reflect on your experiences, reflect on your relationships. It can offer you insights into whether the lessons or purposes outlined in a soul contract have been fulfilled or not. Honest self assessment and introspection can actually help you discern when it's time to release attachments and move forward. So, if you reflect and you come to know that there are certain patterns that you've been repeating over and over and they lead to self sabotage, maybe you need to be aware of those patterns and try to release attachments to certain situations or certain people and move forward. Don't repeat the same pattern. And another way of knowing is synchronicities or signs. Pay attention to synchronicities, pay attention to signs and external cues that may indicate the completion of a soul contract. And these signs could come in the form of repeated themes, some events or a sense of closure in a relationship or in a life situation. So ultimately, knowing when a soul contract has ended involves a combination of inner wisdom, self awareness, and openness to the signs and guidance provided by the universe or provided by your higher self. Trusting in the natural flow of life and being receptive to change can help you navigate the endings and new beginnings that come with the fulfillment of soul contracts. Now, let's also talk about what actually happens when the soul contract ends. Because I think it's a very good question to ask what will happen next, right? If the contract has reached its expiration date, what happens next? how do we navigate the end of a soul contract? Because it can be very painful situation. You humans are usually invested in situations and people. Even if a job ends, we get very frustrated, we get very sad. So how do we, and again, there are soul contracts with people, there are soul contracts with life situations and the jobs and the careers you take, and everything like that. So how do we navigate the end of it? So to understand that, just keep 3 points in mind. First one is reflecting on the lessons learned. Firstly, when you have that inner knowing, when you're getting the signs, when you know that a soul contract has ended, it's very important to take time for reflection. Reflect on the lessons learned, the growth experienced, and the connections made along the journey. Even if at the end of a contract brings about sadness or loss, there's often profound wisdom to be gained from the experience. So try to reflect on the lesson learned and embrace change and evolution, right? I read somewhere that there is no steady still in life. You are either moving forward or you're going backwards, right? So you have to evolve all the time. So the second reason, the end of soul contract signifies a period of change and evolution. You need to change because of this experience. It's an opportunity to embrace new beginnings, to embrace the new you, to release old patterns, and to align with our soul's true purpose. And it may feel uncomfortable or uncertain. This transitional phase opens the door to profound transformation and spiritual growth. And what happens next is also related to divine timing. So you need to trust divine timing. When a soul contract ends, it's very important to trust in divine timing and the greater wisdom of the universe, because we cannot see the whole picture. The universe can see the whole picture. Even if we can't see the bigger picture or understand why certain connections must come to an end, there's a profound trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Sometimes the contract ends for the time being, and maybe it will be renewed after some time. You just have to trust, right? By surrendering to the flow of life, we can actually navigate the end of a soul contract with grace and acceptance and with belief, having that faith in the universe. So, as we wrap this episode, I actually wanted to invite you to reflect on your own soul contracts and the lessons they have brought into your life. And remember, every ending is a new beginning, and every goodbye paves the way for new growth and transformation. And sometimes it could be, as I told you earlier, the contract ending could be for the time being. Maybe you need to evolve, and then again, the contract will be renewed, right? Maybe you will be evolved and you will have a good understanding of certain things. So there are many reasons. And if you are someone who was interested in this topic, or maybe because I'm also making another series on highly sensitive people and careers. So if you are going through certain situations where you have to navigate there are certain endings in your life, right? So I hope this episode will help you navigate in a graceful manner, and I'll see you next time with another episode. Take care, and yeah, keep smiling.